Hey everybody, Brent Dax here with Matthew Fairburn, Syracuse.com, NYUp.com. We're getting ready for the 2018 NFL Draft and who the Buffalo Bills will pick. And Matt, one thing we're all keeping a very close eye on is the quarterback position and who will take the field here at New Era Field as the new Buffalo Bills quarterback, should they take one in this draft, which we're all pretty much assuming they're going to. So let's go through these quarterbacks, and let's start with the big arm in Josh Allen from Wyoming, which will come in handy in some of those windy, cold days here at New Era Field.
Yeah, a lot of people are making that connection to the Bills because of the weather that you mentioned. Josh Allen he's a polarizing prospect, to say the least. He's got the strong arm, he's got the big body, he's a great athlete, great contact balance, reminds you of Big Ben at times, even Cam Newton, the way he can move around, but the accuracy is an issue. Only a 56% career passer at Wyoming, not the best level of competition, but quite frankly, this is a guy that NFL teams fall in love with because of his potential and his upside to develop into that franchise level passer. He's got a rare arm, bro. He really does.
Sam Darnold, Josh Rosen, USC, UCLA, wouldn't, on the surface be ideal to play here in Western New York weather, but the talent overrides everything here, Matt. Let's talk about the two West Coast kids and how they could fit here in Orchard Park.
Yeah, sometimes the weather can be a little overrated. The Bills don't play all of their games in a blizzard like we saw last year. So I think the California guys could fit in just fine. Sam Darnold is a really creative quarterback. He's got great instincts. He's able to escape the pocket, make plays out of structure. He also has a really strong arm. He's got a bit of a funky delivery, but it works for him. He's mobile. He's a guy that he's still really young, and he's got a lot of upside. He turned the ball over a lot at USC, but I think NFL teams are hoping that they can iron that issue out and really unlock his true potential. He's also a guy, personality-wise, that would fit in perfectly with Sean McDermott and Brady.
We use the word polarizing a lot, but it seems it fits for Baker Mayfield, the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner. A lot of people are looking at his arm, his mobility, that attitude, though, and that spunk he brings to the field. Matt, how big of a fit would he be here with the Buffalo Bills?
Yeah, Baker Mayfield and Josh Rosen, to some extent, have that to them, where their personality isn't going to fit with every NFL team. But I think the Bills would like that confidence and like that brash attitude, even if it comes off wrong to some people. Baker Mayfield, the height is probably going to be the bigger question for NFL teams. But this is another guy. He won the Heisman Trophy for a reason. Super productive at Oklahoma. He's able to create inside and outside of structure. He's got a strong arm, and he reads the field well for a guy that isn't very tall. Josh Rosen, another guy with personality questions. He's the guy that's just your prototypical clean passer. The cleanest mechanics in this draft. He's a Matt Ryan type. He's safe in that regard, but it's the personality that's going to rub some people the wrong way. But I think both of those guys would fit in fine in Buffalo.
Two more names I want to bring up here, Matt. One is a name that Syracuse fans are very familiar with, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, who put up nearly 1,000 yards of offense himself against Syracuse the last 2 years. And there's a name I think we've got to keep in this conversation with the Bills if they stay at 12, and that's Mason Rudolph, the quarterback from Oklahoma State.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson is a really electrifying player. I mean, Syracuse fans have seen it up close, but everybody got a chance to see what he could do. That's a guy, again, he won't fit with every NFL team because not every NFL team is going to be willing to build their offense to his skill set. I think they should be willing to because he can do some special things on the field. Mason Rudolph, almost the opposite, because he's a guy that has to stand in the pocket. He needs the pocket to be clean for him, but he had a productive career at Oklahoma State. There's a reason he's not being talked about in the top 10, and that's probably because, his arm isn't quite as strong as some of the other guys in this draft, and he can't really, maneuver his way out of trouble the way some of these other guys can. But another guy that, makes a lot of sense for them if they get stuck at pick 12 or pick 22 picking their quarterback.
It's a quarterback-rich draft. We'll see which one ends up right here at New Era Field. For Matthew Fairburn, I'm Brent Dax for Syracuse.com and NYUp.com.